Hello, this is Outrageous Theories, and in this episode, I'm going to cover why the time travel plot in Terminator does not make sense in any of the movies. But especially Genesis, because that did not make sense. And also, spoilers if you have not watched these movies. So in almost every Terminator movie, the plot is a Terminator goes back in time, someone else has to go back in time to stop that Terminator. Now, the reason this does not work is because when one thing goes back in time, the future is basically erased. Nothing in the future can happen, which means all those people will be wiped out. Completely. And this will not make sense at first, but if you go back in time, the future never happened. Which means from that point starts the new future. So no one from the original future can actually go back in time and stop you. Unless you change nothing in the entire time you were there. Or you die immediately after you get there. Then the future can still be intact. But unless it happens, which is not the case in Terminator, because the Terminator would have ended up killing John Connor. Or, his mom, whoever, or Sarah Connor, that's her name. If not, then do not judge me. But that would never the future would not have happened because the Terminator killed John Connor as a kid, or killed his mother. So no matter what, the future could not have happened, which means they could not have gone back in time to stop the Terminator. And now, on to Genesis. The Genesis plot made no sense. The alternate reality or the alternate timeline did not make sense at all. How all that happened, because no one knew how Terminator worked, which means when Sarah was a kid, there was no way that stinking Terminator went back in time and saved her from whatever the liquid thing is called, that Terminator. I'm not really good at Terminator stuff. But that could not have ever happened. Because unless they reprogrammed one of them to go into the past to save her, which either which way, they could not have done that because the future would have been erased. So they would not have known Sarah Connor died. So they couldn't have sent a Terminator back reprogrammed. So that is why that part doesn't make sense. And also, John Connor getting turned into a Terminator didn't make much sense either. It was like a microchip. It would have made sense. But he just got touched and then he turned into nanobots or something. I don't know. But that's not part of it. This is time travel. But John Connor should not have known where they time travel to. Because of one, John Connor only knew where he sent them originally. Not where they sent them, or where they went after they got to that original time. John Connor should not have known that. And two, I don't think John Connor would have known they were in prison. Unless news goes around that fast. Well, that's just a theory, so don't yell at me if you don't like this theory. And this is the end, so I hope you enjoyed.